to be down 2021 by the time we start this back. Thank y'all for everybody who
have been listening.
Yes, and been waiting patiently for us to come back.
Yeah, and asking us to put out the next episode. That keeps us motivated. So thank you for that.
Exactly. So first we want to send our condolences to Kobe Bryant's family. I'm pretty sure anybody who doesn't live under a rock probably knows about the loss of him and his daughter. The baby is the one that really got to me. But any 80s or 90s babies pretty much probably, even if you went not into sports, probably feel this one on a deeper level. But if you're a parent, you feel it more because, you know, that's a fucking child. Right. So anyway, I don't want to go too deep into that, but you know, God bless them. And just updates with my family. You know, we also lost someone very close to us at the end of last year. So it's, you know, it's been a challenge, and thank y'all for being patient because that's part of the reason why it's taking us so long to come back. Lee has been very patient with me in my scheduling and me trying to, you know, basically get my life back together and back on track. So yeah, bitch, you know we do have a camera. So we're actually adding a YouTube element this year.
Are you gonna put this on YouTube?
Yeah. Where we just recorded.
Hey YouTube.
So hey y'all. So now y'all can listen to the podcast on Anchor, Spotify, or YouTube. So
and
that's
see
one of our
this ratchet shit in real time.
Exactly.
In living color.
Exactly. So yeah, we just gonna jump right in. So we kind of want to talk about New Year's and
New Year,
goals.
new me. Y'all know.
New Year, same me.
Same motherfucker.
Same old shit. Like,
do you feel like that for real? Like,
yeah.
Like every year people say, "Oh, this is my year, and I'm gonna make all these changes." Do you really feel like you do that? No. Okay.
So this is what I do. I do a new day, new me.
Okay.
So it's not. I don't do it by the year. So for example, right, when you were invited, so Lee is doing this weight loss challenge, right?
Yes, bad girl body challenge.
She hit up all the fat bitches like, "Hey, do you want to join?" You know, you'll have like these partners and this kind of this group of encouraging women, keep you on track. And I was like, honestly, bitch, I'd rather pay you for another book because I ain't about to do this shit.
This nigga said, "Can I just stay fat?"
Period.
I'd rather just
because my thing was, I'm not gonna. If I wouldn't start today or tomorrow, then I'm not gonna start on the 5th. Like, that's kind of how I treat my goals. Like, am I really gonna do this?
And it has nothing to do with you being, or any of us, in where we are as far as our weight, as far as our health. Yeah. Exercising, eating right is good for everyone in the world, no matter how much they weigh. So
that's true. But I just knew that at the time when it was offered to me, I wasn't ready to, like, I wasn't gonna take it seriously. Right. It's not that I'm not ready, but I'm not gonna take it seriously. So I'm not gonna waste nobody's time, and I'm not gonna waste my money. I'd rather just give you the money just because you know what I'm saying? But to think I'm gonna spend this money to sign up for something that I'm not gonna do, and I think that's the problem. People be having these unrealistic ass goals. Like, I write down shit that I'm actually going to do. Like, will I actually start on this shit today? Because if not, if I'm putting it off till tomorrow, then I'm probably not really that interested in it, right? Yeah. You know, because, you know, I'm just talking shit, it sounds like to me, like when people make New Year's resolutions. So that's kind of how I, you know, but I started last year, like writing down some of my goals and you know, things that I want to do this year.
And I think it's so important that you start the year before. For example, I didn't start doing my weight loss regimen, workout routine. I didn't start it in January. I started it damn near October. And it was a group of us. We was coming together, you know, just virtually and holding ourselves accountable. And the reason I start so late in the year is because I know come January, you're going to lose that momentum. Shit's going to come up. Things going to happen. And 2 weeks, 2-3 weeks into the new year, you're going to stop what you're doing. So if you start developing your habit in the end of last, or the end Hell, if you started developing a habit a year before, by the time it comes up to the next year, all you're doing is getting better at it, not restarting it. So what you did, let's look at what you did last year, Free. And let's go over 2019, because your previous year is definitely an indicator of what the new year is going to be like.
Now, also, before we start talking about that, another thing I want people to realize is like, we all have all these goals, right? Like January 1st is just going to change, oh, I'm going to save all this money. But bitch, you broke from Christmas, you know what I'm saying, from partying on New Year's Day.
Your mindset hasn't shifted.
So it's like, bro, you're not just gonna wake up on New Year's Day and your bill, not your late bill, because most of the time we be late as shit too, because we're trying to buy our kids all this shit for Christmas.
Right.
So it's like, you really, your New Year start when you get your taxes. And I don't get taxes, so bitch, I'm really jealous of most of y'all hoes. But either way,
you need to have some more kids, Free.
I guess I do. I need to be popping this pussy like shit, like y'all hoes.
Some ain't doing it right.
But anyway, yeah. So I don't get nothing. But a lot of times y'all like to turn up and stuff went about around February, March. That's when your New Year starts. So happy New Year, bitch. Anyway, so last year.
What did you accomplish last year that you were building on this year?
So I put out this album that y'all hear finally free. We still streaming it. Ain't nothing changed.
Where can I stream it, by the way?
Soundcloud. It's on SoundCloud.
Finally free. Okay.
But by Free Spirit. Now, this year, I wanted to make a project, EP, that, it's not so heavy. Like, I want to have fun. So a lot of my new music that I'm writing is like for the hurt bitches and for the freaks, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this one that I put out last year, it was like I was going through a lot and I just needed to get this shit off my chest. Now I'm like happy, I've accomplished a little bit, so I just want to have fun and turn up and
when
pop
do you think
pussy
it's
and
gonna
stuff.
come? And of course, pop pussy.
So my goal, this is one of my goals, and the reason why I can't give a definite yet is because I got still some things that's kind of keeping me from going into the studio as much as I would like to in terms of scheduling. But my goal is to have a new song out for y'all on Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
that's my goal. I've recorded some of it.
Are we gonna get to hear it first on the C.U.N.T Code?
That would be a good idea.
Yeah.
That would be a good idea. So I will let y'all know for sure in the next couple weeks. Because we really only have like a couple weeks. But I think I should be able to get it out by then. But then also, what I did last year is I did a lot of free stuff, right? Like I put out this album for free. This year, I need y'all hoes to stream. I need y'all to buy it because this year I plan on actually, monetizing my stuff. And so I'm putting a lot more work, into this, which is why I say I can't give you a definite because it's still a lot of work I want to put into the single that I've recorded it. But I want to bring y'all something that's professionally packaged if I'm going to be charging, okay? So
then you did the showcase last year.
I did the showcase last year. In my mind, I want to do another one this year. However, a bitch like me got into law school.
Yes, that's another thing you accomplished last year.
So I'm gonna be starting in August. So I don't really have. I don't know. I'm still planning. I don't want to say what I don't have or do have, but I'm still planning things out of my head of like when I will be able to actually make reasonable time and adjustments to my schedule. So that's something
law
else.
School, so that was something that happened.
Yep, that's something I worked on.
So
yep.
This year you're going to actually be enrolled in law school.
Yeah.
And how you're going to make sure that that's successful and that you're doing what you need to do for that.
So basically, I'm just like honestly, y'all, what I learned last year, everything I wrote down happened.
Ooh, say that.
Every fucking thing. Like the end of 2018, I had like maybe 3 people tell me the same shit. Mind you, my mama been telling me this shit all my life. Write it down, because I always forget stuff. Write it down. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write down everything, and I did. So I'm
you
writing.
Just wrote down what you wanted to do.
But this year I'm taking a step further. Like I'm doing stuff like, okay, if I want to spend time with my husband, if we want to go out, like I'm actually writing that shit down, like scheduling
on your calendar.
Like it kind of sounds weird for someone who's not used to doing it, but it's like if you have to schedule sex, if you gotta schedule your date or whatever, you know what I'm saying, if you gotta schedule like going to the doctor, you know, things like that. Like I'm literally writing everything down this year. Last year I just wrote down like stuff that I wanted to do. I did write loose deadlines, which I was able to keep them or whatever. But yeah, this year I'm trying to really go like real hard. And for those of you all that's watching us on YouTube, I wanted to show y'all this. Like, I'm a stationary type bitch too. I love pens and stuff. For those of y'all that's not watching on YouTube, I know this shit sound crazy, but I have a planner and like I got like all this, you know, I got little stickers in it and stuff. That's nice. So I got like,
where'd you get that from?
I got it from Marshall's. Okay. And yeah, I got little stickers. And my whole January.
Maybe we should do a giveaway.
Like a calendar planner, yeah. And see, my whole little January is all colorful and shit. So now I'm working on February. Now I struggle. What about you? I struggle with long-term goals.
What do you mean by long-term?
So like one of my mentors, like he got his fucking life plan for the next 20 years. Like he got a whole fucking tablet of like shit he want to do in the next 20 years of his life.
What do you mean you struggle?
Like, I mean, like, I don't know. I know what I want to do, like, next year, but, like, I don't know what the fuck I want to do in, like, 10 years or 20 years.
I do. Like, I think about how do I want to leave this bitch, right? Yeah. Like, okay, I know why I do what I do today, but all of it, for me, is linked to the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just out here. Yeah, I'm not just out here, like, with my book. I didn't just write that book so I could be like, oh wow, I'm an author, that's awesome, that was it. It was like, no, this is a link to that, which is a link to that, which is a link to that. And it does go all the way to my life, to the end of my life, because I know what I'm truly passionate about. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, for me, I would love to just be a filmmaker and write movies and shit for the rest of my life. Like, that's what I would like to do, but I know I have to get to a certain level to be able to just do that. Yeah. Right. See, that's the shit I want to work on. Like, that's the thing. Like, my mentor. Like, that. And that's another thing, too. I got, like, 2 mentors last year. And they're both awesome. And they both serve different purposes. Like, this guy that I'm telling y'all about, like, he's an entrepreneur. Like, he owns an insurance agency. So, he kind of got that hustler type, you know what I'm saying? He's the kind of person that's like, if you ain't serious, he gonna cut your ass out. He gonna let you know, like, if you don't want to be here, then shit, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't ready. And like, he's like, he always telling you, like, write everything down or whatever. Like, he already, in his mind, he already like 2 years ahead in terms of shit he gotta do tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is amazing to me, because it's like, nigga, I just started writing shit down last year and I was just doing it month by month, like, okay, I gotta do X, Y, and Z in March, or, you know what I'm saying? And I'm even doing that with my work schedule. Like, I know if it's like, if you want me to come to an event, like, bitch, you better tell me now, because I'm trying to take that shit off. If it's in June, I'm trying to take it off now, reschedule my life, make sure I gotta babysit. Like, I'm doing more of that, like, just trying to really hone into exactly what I need to do and where I need to be, so I don't forget, or so I don't have to worry about, oh, I can't come, I don't got no, you know what I'm saying? So the lesson in that is get organized. Yeah. If you want to do something this year, if you want to work out, if you want to lose weight, that'll be your end game goal. Don't just say that. Schedule your ass going to the gym
and do it.
Schedule you weighing yourself, because you don't know if you're losing weight if you don't get your measurements taken, or you don't get on a scale, or shit, do you even have a scale? So how you even know you're gonna lose weight? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you want to spend more time with your man, schedule that stuff. That's true. Because otherwise you just gonna let it go, you know, and it's never gonna happen. So everything you want to do, you have to take it from the idea and break it down into your day-to-day. Because you ain't gonna do the shit every day, but if you need to do it once a week, and figure out what your method of organization is. With Free, she uses a planner, a calendar. I use my phone. I use my calendar and my phone. You know what I'm saying? I schedule everything through that.
And this bitch do something every day. Like, that's also something I need to work on. Like, actually being productive daily.
Okay.
Right now, I just like if I can get one big thing done per week, then I'm like, I'm proud of myself.
That's
but
good.
like, you know, I noticed like you will be like, oh, what you doing today, or what's your plan today? And I'm like, bitch, I ain't had no plan, bitch. I just want to keep my feet up. Why you judging me? You're not my mom. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I use a daily. I write out a daily to-do list. The night before too.
I ain't that. Oh my God. See, I ain't on that level yet. So tell us about what you have going on.
Last year. Okay, so let's go back to last year because I was looking at success, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking about this guy I follow really hard, James Altucher. Shout him out. He talks about reinvention and how to successfully reinvent. It takes about 5 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at myself. I'm like, damn. I'm not where I want to be. I'm not happy where, you know, I was happy for a second and it's like shit has gotten harder. And it was like, dude, you only went through year one of what he said. And he breaks down each year what you're going to go through. And the first year is you're just starting to do. You're just starting to make stuff happen. But you're not really getting any concrete results yet. That happens around year 3, 4.
Mm-hmm.
So year 2 is when it starts clicking in your head like, okay, I know who I don't need to talk to. I know who I do need to talk to. I know, like, Free, we have your mentor. You know, you need to start looking at those people and listening to them versus listening to your homegirl who ain't got shit going on for herself, or your dude who ain't got shit for himself, ladies, single ladies especially. You know what I'm saying? So my last year was year 1 for me. And I made a lot of things happen. I put my book out, which was an amazing accomplishment. It took me 2.5 years to write it. So put that out. I quit my job that I had been unhappy at.
This bitch was a buzzkill working on it. Goddamn, I'm like walking in with my damn Chick-fil-A. Good morning, this bitch just. Like,
another day.
Oh shit!
Why these fucking windows don't open? Shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and if you are in a position and you are completely unhappy with your job, you don't necessarily need to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna retire today. You might just need to get a different job if you've hit that breaking point. Sometimes, y'all, and I was working for a corporate office. Sometimes you get burnt out at corporate. Maybe you need to go work for a local company and have a little bit more control over your time or something like that. But anyway, so those were 2 major goals that I hit last year, and they're just building on to this year, figuring out, all right, so I tried XYZ and this is the results I got.
Right.
So this year I know what worked and what didn't work, and this year I'm just building on what worked. And this podcast is one of the things that have worked. People are listening, and I know it's just a matter of time before we get the success that we want.
So I did want to focus just a little bit on like the failure and the heartbreaks of life and the ups and downs, right? Mm-hmm. Because I think a lot of times we like to focus on the ups, but you know the failure, the shit that gets us down is what really, to me, is where the success kind of comes from.
Amen.
Right?
And the lessons.
So, like, the lessons, right? So, what would you say was some of those failures or, you know, lessons that you had to learn, or, you know, some of those things that kind of made you really rise?
One of and this is for me, because, see, me and Free, we're different in our lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm single, right? Mm-hmm. And so, one of the things that was the biggest lesson for me was that if you going through this journey as a single woman, sometimes you're gonna be single. You know, you might have dudes that you like, you click with, but if you have a really big goal, I would say focus on that goal. You don't focus on a relationship and let me try to make something work that's not gonna work. And it's not gonna work because he's a bad guy, you're a bad person. It's not gonna work because that's not your focus. You're not focusing on how can I make us better. You're focusing on getting to this plateau. And that you gotta stay focused on that. Don't let a dude distract you or break your heart, because that shit'll have you down for months.
That's true.
And if you spiritual, you believe in God or whatever, like, God know he wasn't for you. He know that this was just a temporary thing, but you started thinking, or you started fucking him all the time, and you started thinking, oh, well, maybe I can make this work. No, stay focused on your goal. You can have fun with him.
So, bitches, you still fucking with Tyrone from Taco Bell?
Girl. Girl.
Is this for
Let
a
me
different
tell you,
episode?
the nigga name in my phone is Poverty right now.
Oh my God, his name changes like every 2
It
weeks.
does, but Poverty is significant because I'm like, that's what he represents to me now. Like, he's going backwards in life. Every time I'm around him or talk to him, it's some poverty shit going on. It's like I can't be, around that. Like,
Yeah.
that's like somebody who eat McDonald's all the time. Who do you eat McDonald's all the time?
Hell to the
Okay, if y'all eat McDonald's all the time, I can't fuck with you. I'm
It's
just
disgusting, honestly. Now I do eat Chick-fil-A
Now
all
when
the
you
time,
drunk,
so
you know what I'm saying? It's late
I
night
can't even do it then.
and it's
I don't know.
Thanksgiving.
But my
ain't
daughter
shit
loves
open.
the shit. I don't know why, but
McDonald's is for kids and drunk people.
I guess so. She loves
That's
it.
what
I
Bill
hate
Burr
that she
said.
loves it. But to your point with the relationship things, like being that I'm married and a mother, I did have to take a step back with that too. Like, you still do have to focus on yourself within those relationships because you can get burnt out. Okay, if you're working, if you're married, if you're a mom, and that's all that you're doing, you can get burnt out with that. Or even like my idea of fun started to become, I'm gonna go study for the LSAT. Like, those are still goals. Or I'm gonna go record the podcast. Like, or I'm gonna go to the studio. Like, those are goals. Those are not like that. But that was like me getting away from the house. So I wasn't realizing, like, damn, bitch, you don't do nothing for you. Like, everything that you're doing for you is still like working towards a goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a long term goal. You know what I'm saying? So you do still have to focus on you.
I saw you put something. I was all in your calendar for like 5 seconds, but I seen you had wrote something like take time for yourself.
Me, yeah. And I put a party, like party, like just go out. So that's something that I've worked on already, like within these 25, 26 days of the year. Like, I've actually taken some time to take some time for me and just be kind of like, you feel selfish because as a mother, but it's like, babe, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to figure that out, like, cause I'm about to go, cause that's how men will do, like, they'll just go and they don't, have to, and then we'll be worried about, okay, well, where can I place her, where can I, do with this child. But I kind of have taken it on, and also because, like I say, I don't know come August how my time is gonna look yet. Like, I can plan, but that I can't really plan to a T because I haven't actually gone to law school yet. I don't have an experience with that, so I don't know how that's gonna look. So it's like, shit, I'm having to try to do whatever I can do. So, like, one thing, me and my husband, we never went on a honeymoon. We got married in 2018, and we just went back to work. So we going on a honeymoon this year.
Yes.
In March or whatever. So, like, it's like little things like that, and it's like no phones. Like, you'll see, like, we went on a date this past weekend, and it was like no phones. Like, no, you write all of that down so you can remind yourself. So whatever time it is you want to get with yourself, your partner, your child, whatever, but just make sure you planning it out and make sure you stay focused on you, because if you're not good with you and with, your internal, then you're not gonna be able to really give nothing your all. So if it's your book, your business, your family, you're not gonna be good. Another thing I started, which I think we talked about on the podcast.
Stop playing at me.
This bitch gonna put your ass out, ho. She had like my fingers smell like pussy or something.
I don't know what that finger did.
Do it stink?
Date night.
It's the date night finger. That scares me. But another thing I started, I'm gonna do the pinky this way, was you remember you was talking about doing like a family LLC type
Yes.
shit? So
tell me about that.
We didn't start an LLC yet, but we kind of started like a club, like a social club with my family.
Yes.
And we've had our first meeting, paid our
first
dues. Yeah, me and my cousin. Cause like after we talked about it, me and my cousin was talking about it around my mom, and my mom was like, "Shit, yeah, let's do it."
Tell the people about this, cause this could be a goal for y'all and y'all families this year.
So my mom was like, "Well, since y'all was talking about doing that, she kind of like on New Year's Day,
Doing what?
like starting a family. Well, when we were like in the car talking about it, and we were talking about doing like a family savings fund.
Okay. Or an investment club.
Yeah. So we didn't really talk about like LLC or investment just yet, but that's something I plan on bringing eventually. But yeah, on January 1st, which I think was perfect, my mom had a little get together with a few people, and I was there, and I just basically got ideas from the family, like, you know, do y'all want to do X, Y, and Z? And so we kind of like settled on, you know, having a savings fund for like family vacations, because we don't do that, you know what I'm saying? Just something that we can spend time together as a family, you know, have rewards funds like for people who might be going to school or doing, you know, accomplishing something, because we don't really reward each other. It seems like a lot of times family, we show up when there's a crisis or a hardship.
Yeah.
But like, where are y'all when there's, you know, somebody accomplished something, or there's a birthday, or there, you know what I'm saying? So it was like something for that. And then also for hardship, but this is what I'll say. We kind of talked about having some type of loan situation where it's not like, you know, we just giving you money because you want to be lazy and you don't want to go to work or whatever.
So
but like, if you're falling ill
with her family, they are creating a group where they each give money into this fund, and currently y'all are doing it to like celebrate and stuff, and then you're thinking about using it as a loan. And then y'all have interest, so someone pay it back more
so
money.
we still working out a lot of details, but we have started, and then we kind of created this situation where like our meetings will be like a family fun day, so like a game night or something, and we will pay our dues and, you know, still have our drinks and our food and turn up like we like to do, but then we can still actually discuss real issues and, you know what I'm saying, put money into the pot and stuff like that. So it's not just so, you know, because we like to turn up. So
I mean, because see, my family has something like that too. It's an investment club, and we do the same thing. We make not donations, but we make investments. And like right now, we're trying to purchase some vending machines that we want to put at like a kid center to you know, have for them. And anyway, but like that's one thing that people say, like it's not fun for our group. So maybe we do eat, but maybe we can add some. But my grandma, see, we don't drink in front of my grandma. Everybody drink in the house, but we don't drink in front of her. So I don't know. Maybe we figure out somehow to add some elements.
See, I came from a family where we just do, we like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter the elders, that we all do. You know. But so yeah, we a different type of.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So anyway, so we can wrap this up.
What else we gonna tell the people? Okay, New Year. How can they make 2020 the best year ever?
I think just like what I'm kind of coming with, and we talked about this a lot last year too. I'm not listening to no fucking body unless you've done it or you've been successful. Like whatever advice you want to give me, make sure you've taken it first.
Ooh.
That's number one. I'm still on that shit. That's still the time I'm on with that. Number two, just do that shit. Like Nike. Like, don't tell me you gonna do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just be about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't come with no excuse.
Be organized. Get a mentor.
Yeah, get a mentor. And your friend, like I feel like it's some point your friends, and I think you said that on the podcast before, like your friends is basically like mentors, like, you know, like really fuck friends. Like honestly, if you and I've told like one of my friends that, like, you know, sometimes you have to call your friend for certain advice or whatever, and I'm like, bitch, I'm only asking you this because you've been through X, Y, and Z. So I'm only asking your advice about this specific thing because, you know what I'm saying, X, Y, because otherwise I would care less about your opinion. And sometimes you have to talk to me because, you know, that's just the time I'm on not listening to you. So what would you say?
I would say that this year will determine next year. So if you wait until August to try and change your shit up, it probably ain't gonna do nothing for this year. Next year probably ain't gonna do it. You just gonna keep going on this cycle of mediocrity the rest of your life. Not just 2020, but for the rest of your life, if you don't just get up and do the shit. And make sure you surround yourself with the right people
Period.
who are gonna motivate you, not fill you with self-doubt and not try to drain you for whatever you have, because they see you going somewhere, so they just want to take. Don't fuck with those people.
Yeah. And also don't be that person, because a lot of y'all be yelling about toxic, but y'all bitches and niggas is really the ones that's toxic. Okay.
And on that note,
bye.
we're gonna thank y'all for listening. See you next time. Bye.